Well, hello there, everybody. Look who it is. It's Sarge, and he's here with me to welcome you to another installment of Conversational Shaving. Isn't that right, Kitty? Well, we're still here. Hi, Sarge. How's it going? How are you? I'll show you what I'm going to shave with here. Okay, well, my razor today is going to be this. It is the Schick Krona twist to open, non-adjustable. And maybe you can see where it says Schick there on the bottom door. I've already prepped my face with this. It's the Phoenix Artist Accoutrements Mentholated Ice Scentless Pre-Shave Soap Stick and Lather Booster. It's a travel stick, actually. And let's see here. My soap today is going to be this Lee soap in the nice wooden shaving bowl. I've already lathered up the it's a KC Shave Company silvertip badger brush in my razor, by the way. Oops, now everything's falling out of this little tuck, but it's this right here. It's a Shark Platinum blade. It'll be on its third use. And let me try to everything's going wrong today. Try to put the remaining blade and the little label thing back into the tuck there, which I dropped those on the floor. There's that again. Comes in a nice little plastic tuck there. And let me go ahead and I'm going to just wet the tips of that just a little bit and try to get a lather started on my face. Hope you're all doing well out there, and Sarge is down here on the braided rug underneath the sink. Let's see. A little bit more water on there. Yes, sir. Just face lathering today, not bowl lathering. And let's see here. Well, I lathered out of the tub of soap, which is itself a bowl, which has soap, has the soap completely filling it. So it's not an empty bowl, it's that. And I guess I'm more or less ready to get started here. I'm going to go ahead and wet the razor. We'll start pass number 1 with the grain. Here we go. Third use on the blade, the Shark Platinum blade. It's feeling really nice so far. Let's see. Very nice, very nice. Just a mild, soapy scent to this soap. Hardly any scent at all. Not big on scent, but pretty good on performance, as I recall. Okay, and I'll go ahead and let the water out of here, and I'm going to just run the tap over this to rinse it. Okay, here we go, continuing here. Got a lot of mums blooming out in the old garden out back now. some of them bloomed early, some are still in the process of blooming because this is the time of year that mums usually bloom. They're pretty hardy flowers, and they can even take a light dusting of snow if it comes down to that. And I finished planting all of my tulip bulbs, which, well, I gave 12 of them away to another guy that gardens here. But I think I had 50 of them, so if I'm right, that means that I planted 38 of them. I hear Sarge purring down there. My meal of the day was too weird to even talk about. I'm not going into that. It was just potluck, just piecing things together. Things that ordinarily might not go together. I'm not starving to death or anything like that. I just don't feel like cooking. Wow, soap is kind of dissipating. Maybe I did something wrong here. Anyway, I'm going to rinse the razor. Okay. Seems like when I bowl lather, I have less trouble, excuse me, less trouble with soaps or creams dissipating. Creams don't usually dissipate on my face, but soaps often will. Especially down here, because this is sometimes the last place I shave, and I guess the soap dissipates while it's waiting for me to get to it to shave on my neck. Although on my against the grain pass, the third pass, I usually start on the neck. And I might be hurrying things a little bit for the purposes of demonstration here on the video. I might take my time a little bit better when I'm not shaving before the camera here. So my lathers might be better, probably are better in many instances off camera, especially when I lather from a puck or a tub. Okay, that's pass number 1 complete. I probably am being a little heavy-handed again. I see my skin tends to get red, and I'm sure I'm applying a little bit too much pressure, more than you should with one of these razors, but I'll be right back for pass 2 across the grain. Okay, pass 2, I don't know what I said before. I'm going across the grain, that's right. I did say across the grain because I made the motion of going across. Okay. I was afraid I might have said against the grain, but I did say across the grain, I think. The shave still feels very nice. All right. Continuing here. Third use on this blade in this razor feels really good. Better than I thought it would. Yeah, my face gets kind of red even if I bend down to pick something up off the floor sometimes. Let me rinse the razor again. Although I don't know that my face really turned red when I bent down to pick up that blade and that label that had fallen out of that tuck. I might be just making up excuses for my user error. Sometimes like I said, I apply too much pressure to the razor. And I feel like I make more mistakes when I do a video sometimes than when I just shave off camera. Okay, looks like the soap dissipated there. Did I already get this? No, now I don't know. I think I did. So that means this pass. I think I got that. Hold on a second. I may not have. Or at least it feels like there's still an awful lot of stubble there. But I'm going to go ahead and pop out for a minute. I'll be right back for pass number 3, against the grain. Okay, let's go against the grain, pass number 3, and I'll start on the neck this time. It wasn't long ago, too long ago, that I used this soap on camera, but now I have the aftershave and the balm that go with it. I had already used the aftershave off camera with this soap, although I did take a photo, a shave of the day photo of the things I used for that shave and posted that on other social media. Let's see here. It does look like this soap is dissipating. I can't remember if I've had trouble with it doing that before. It seemed like I may have had better luck with the Lee shaving soap stick, which I also have. Maybe I should have used that on this shave. Or I could be having an off day. Rinse time. True shaving experts might say that I have an off day every time I shave. But I don't know. By sheer accident, and usually off camera, I have had some fantastic shaves. And they seemed fantastic to me. With no dissipation, or at least no appreciable dissipation, none I could notice. Sometimes even no weepers. In this shave I did notice I got a little weeper up here, but I lathered right over it again. Let's see. Did I do this? I guess I did, so yeah, I'm up here now, aren't I? Let's see, where am I? Continuing then. I do feel like this is one of my off days. And yet, all things considered, this is still a pretty comfortable shave. With the sharp platinum blade on its third use in the Schick Krona razor, excuse me. Onto the chin, which does look like the soap has dissipated there, but I thought this soap performed better than it seems to be performing on this shave, but I might have been remembering wrong. It's not a horrible soap, because heaven knows I've had worse, but and I haven't used it that many times, I guess, since I've had it. Maybe this is my 5th time using it in, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Probably just a couple of years that I've had this. Anyway, I'll go up above the upper lip here. Yeah, like I've said umpteen times already, the razor and blade combination seemed decent on this shave. For comfort, they seem to be performing well, and I'll be right back for pickups. Well, sometimes when pickup time starts, as it is now, and there's the magical clock, if that's still in business, sometimes I show the cat again, but he is resting comfortably down there, and I almost hate to bother him, so you might, if you're lucky, be able to hear him purring. He's not purring now, but periodically he does. Pretty kitty, pretty kitty. Hi, Sarge. Can you purr for me? No, you're just kind of looking at me funny. It's okay, you got big, pretty green eyes. Handsome boy, Sarge. Still hearing quite a bit of audio feedback. Let me rinse the razor one more time. Let's see. Pretty good. Well, still, and that about concludes the shave there. Yeah, still, my verdict is that the soap, at least on this shave, is disappointing me. But the razor and blade combination, and mind you, like I said a couple of times already, third use on this sharp platinum blade, that was fine. That was comfortable, and still pretty much BBS shave, so I can't complain. I'll be right back with Mr. Towel. Here's Mr. Towel. Oh yeah. Pretty nice. Skin's a little bit, not too bad, but there's a little bit of irritation. I think sometimes I do give myself razor burn, maybe all the time. Unless I use a disposable razor and just do one pass and out the door. Like those days when a person might be in a hurry, and that might be the only reason you're using a disposable, and maybe a can of goo at that. I do have kind of a baby face, but there are men with more of a baby face and men with less of a baby face. But I still love this hobby, and maybe I love it to a fault. I don't know. A lot of us do. Do I need to shave this way? Oh, that's a good question. Yes and no. When I really take my time, or at least on those days when my muscle memory is good and I can whip up a lather with almost any soap or cream really well, well, you know, it can be a blessing. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead here and reach for something, the Thayers Lavender Witch Hazel. I'll do a recap at the end of the video. I got to hurry here because I am running out of time. Of course, I'm going to cut some of this out. I'm going to edit the video for time. So the time I'm looking at on the camera here might be a couple of minutes over when it's all said and done. Okay, now I'm going to reach for something I don't believe I've used on video before, the Lee aftershave lotion. So get some of that going in the hand there. It's nicely scented, but not real strong, but a stronger scent than the soap. And, ooh, yeah, I'm getting some sting there, so I may have overshaved. That's okay. Now, it may be just my sniffer could be off, but I almost got notes of, if that's the right word to use with an aftershave lotion, almost something citrusy in there, but other scents too. And I could be wrong about the citrus, but anyway, it's nice smelling stuff, and I hate to try to explain it. You kind of have to smell it for yourself, and this I do recommend. And so far, I believe if you're going to use a Lee soap, just to be on the safe side, maybe get the shaving soap stick. I don't know that it's really any different than the soap in the tub, or in the little wooden bowl, as it were, or one of the refills, but, well, it seems like it was better to me anyway. And maybe that has to do with the way it's applied to the face. This aftershave Balsamo, it says. I wonder if I should have shaken that up some more, because it seemed like it was a little thin. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. Same scent, though. Same scent as the aftershave lotion. Practically identical. Okay, now just real quick, a quick recap. Before I got on camera, I prepped my face with this Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Mentholated Ice Scentless Pre-Shave Soap and Lather Booster Travel Stick. And my razor has been this twist-to-open non-adjustable Schick Krona razor. In there, on its third use, a Shark Platinum blade. This was great. The razor and blade combo was great for me. My brush was the KC Shave Company Silvertip Badger brush. I'm sorry they're no longer in business. Let's see here. The Thayers Lavender Witch Hazel is what I applied next. And then the Lee aftershave lotion, Lee Classic, which matches the soap. And finally, let me put the lid back on this, the Lee aftershave Balsamo. Okay, that's it, folks. I'm going to go. On behalf of myself, Sarge the Cat, and Mr. Towel, and this towel too, peace out. Have a lovely week ahead.